second cousin of gentle will. Once removed, once returned again.
Well, looks like it's 5 o'clock, even though it isn't. We're going to start anyway. I'm going to use this microphone on and off. Whenever I feel that it is going to cause people to think I'm more interesting than I actually am, I will use the microphone. Or this demon device, whatever it is. When I have actual stuff to do, I probably won't. Hail to the people over there who I told didn't have to get up and move, and they didn't. Hail to the people over there. Hail to the people getting food. Hail people getting food. Are you enjoying the food? Have you eaten the food yet? Oh. Well, be sure to give me your review when you're done. All right. I'm going to vamp until 5 o'clock. I've only got 25 minutes worth of material. I'm not padding this out for you people, just so you know. Good day to you. We can actually get started. My name is Phil Shakespeare, and you're not going to hear me over the sound of that thing, are you? Who can hear me? Who can't hear me? Ah! I'd work on that. Perhaps see a doctor, physician of some kind, perhaps a hearing device.
I don't need no hearing device.
The only reason I do not wish to use this demonic device is because the music I play is rather loud and obnoxious. Alright. So I will speak to you briefly. I'm going to go with this. I'll speak to you briefly of music in the Elizabethan era. Who's familiar with music in the Elizabethan era? Really? Do you have a degree? I don't either, so we're on equal level here. I have no degree. I'm uneducated, untrained, childless, and alone. I cannot wait for death. This has turned dark all of a sudden. I'm so sorry. It's supposed to be more fun. So in the Elizabethan era, they had many, many different musical instruments. They had the lute. Who's heard of a lute? You've heard of the lute? Have you heard a lute being played? Lute. Lute. No, lute. L-U-T-E. Don't mind that bee that's buzzing around behind me. It's fine.
It's not a bee.
It isn't? It sounds like a bee.
It's not a bee.
What is it, a cue?
No, it's that radio.
I don't even know what that is. I don't understand how any of this works. I'm from the Elizabethan era.
How are you still alive today?
Anyway, I'm going to skip over all the stuff I was going to talk about and just get to the point. The point is that I cannot play a musical instrument. I promised you all music, though, didn't I? I said there would be music, and I cannot play a musical instrument. So I had to find the musical instrument that I could play. And I searched and I searched and I searched and I found it. It's called the eunuch flute. Except for these two, who've seen the show already. Has anyone ever heard of the eunuch flute? You two, you already knew it as well. I know, yes. Eunuch flute? Anyone heard of the eunuch flute? I have one right here. This is a eunuch flute. It was made for me by someone in Austria. It's a very expensive handcrafted device. It is an ancient instrument. It dates back to France, 1600s or earlier. Now, why do they call it the eunuch flute? They call it the eunuch flute because when you make one, you cut off the, you sort of slice off the... Honestly, no one knows why they call it the eunuch flute. It's unknown. It's possible that it was based on the onion flute and it was mispronounced. It's also known as the mirliton. But I'd like to play something for you. Would anyone like to hear something on the eunuch flute? Your enthusiasm is boundless. All right. I'm going to play for you a song that was written by King Henry VIII himself. Now, I know many of you have heard and seen images of King Henry VIII. It usually He's like a big fat guy, right? Turkey leg, dead wives stacked up behind him like cordwood. You've seen this, right? You all know who Henry VIII is. Well, when he was a young man, he was quite athletic. He was a good-looking fella. And he played and wrote music. And the song I'm going to play for you is called Pastime with Good Company. And it was written either just before or just after he was crowned King of England. And it may just have been written for his first wife, Catherine of Aragon. So I'm going to play it for you now. Thank you. Did that sound familiar to anyone? Yes, I know you two. You've seen the show. You don't count at all. That's your first lesson in life. You mean nothing. All right. This is in fact what you colonials, I know there's some colonials out there, might have referred to as the kazoo. This is the ancient form of the kazoo. And as I said, it was made for me. Now, I'd like to play another song and maybe get everyone to sing along. Anyone want to sing along? Just you two. Oh no, here we have an enthusiastic young woman who I'm glad to see wants to do a sing-along. Unlike you, my worst nightmare. All right. Okay, so before we begin the song, I thought to myself, if I want people to sing along, it should be a song that they have a chance to know, that they have at least a possible chance that they know. Does anyone know their Christmas carols? Christmas carols? Does anyone know What Child Is This? You've heard that song? Does anyone know what its real name is? It's called Greensleeves. It's one of the most famous songs of the Elizabethan era, Greensleeves. A lot of people thought that Henry VIII had written that one as well, but he probably did not. It probably predates him by quite some time. But I just so happen to have lyric sheets for Greensleeves, for its original lyrics. Now, who wants to sing?
I know
Who wants to sing? I know you do. Didn't I already give you one?
No.
Did you save it? You did not? That's the lyric sheets for Greensleeves. Here we are, lyric sheets for Greensleeves. You want another one? Frame the other one. It'll be worth a fortune later. No doubt. That's not the one. I'm sorry, I'm going pages. It's my fault.
That was Romeo and Juliet play. Romeo and Juliet.
Are we going to sing along?
Yes, if you wish. As much as you wish, you may sing along.
Let's go.
All right, anyone else need lyric sheets to Greensleeves? Anyone? People getting and eating food. Who wants to sing Greensleeves? I have a lyric sheet right here. All of these very fun and lovely people are doing it. This is called peer pressure. I believe you should all join in. I can't give you a lyric sheet after we start, so you better try. Anyone else? All right, let's do it. Yes. I just gave a whole. All right.
What kind of flute?
It's called the unit flute. Unit flute. The unit. Ancient form of the kazoo. I thought you'd like that. I had a feeling. I had a feeling you might find that amusing. So I'm going to play the music to Greensleeves, so you can all learn it, the ones of you who don't know it, all right? Ready? Did I say it was time to start singing along? I didn't, but I don't really mind if you do. If you want to, that's fine. Are you? Do you own these two? Oh my goodness! Explains so much. All right, that's fine. I don't normally work with these demon devices. All right. Here's where we find out whether my voice is lost or not. Have we been singing along? Shall we start over at the top? Or shall we continue? Continue? All right, are you ready? Second verse, same as the first? Not really. I have been ready at your hand to grant whatever you would crave. I have both wagered life and land, your love and goodwill for to have. Green sleeves was all my joy, green sleeves was my delight. Green sleeves was my heart of gold, and who but my lady green sleeves? Keep going.
To learn and remember it forever. There's like 20 different versions of that out there. There is more. There's more show. You can stay. There's like 20 minutes more show if I want.
So has everyone left? Is the show over before it's begun? It's just for you now? The whole show just for you? What would you like to do? Dancing? You want to do some dancing? We can do some dancing. Have you ever heard of Morris dancing? Morris dancing is a rhythmic dance that you do with 2 pieces of cloth. Do you have 2 pieces of cloth? That's lucky, I got lots of pieces. Do I have anybody else who wants to do some Morris dancing? Anyone else?
Here's one piece of cloth. Here's another piece of cloth. I shall take 2 pieces of cloth myself.
You want to do some Morris dancing?
All right, here's one piece of cloth. Here's another piece of cloth. And I shall take 2 pieces of cloth myself. Yes, right there. That would be lovely.
Tell Katie she's a buzzkill.
So Morris dancing, you're close. Morris dancing is done. Extend the arms, and then it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. But we do it to music. So what music do you think we should do it to? I think we'll do it to Green Sleeves because I know that one. I don't know Jingle Bells. I'm from the Elizabethan era. There's no Jingle Bells. All right. To get my nerves. All right, ready? Do you think you're ready to do it? Can we practice one more time?
Okay, I love the song. Ready? 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 What? On the third verse? Yes, well, I'm just playing. So you can sing the third verse if you wish. You've memorized it already. Ready? Ready? Are you ready? I apologize for that noise. Thank you. What? Yes, I know. But did you enjoy it anyway? All right, I'm glad you did. You want to see the puppet? You want me to bring out my Elizabethan puppet that isn't an Elizabethan puppet? I will bring out my Elizabethan. Takes a little doing. Hi! How are you? How are you? Now I know what you're asking yourselves. You're asking yourselves, does putting an Elizabethan dress on a furry monster puppet make it an authentic Elizabethan puppet? No. Having tried things back then, this is all I've got, so that's the beginning. I hope you'll enjoy it. I'm not. You want to do a scene? I have a feeling. Do a type of thing. Well enough for me to die along? Or are you going to get on? I can help you. Let's get some. Romeo or Juliet? You want to play Juliet? Why am I not surprised? I am not the least bit surprised that you want to play Juliet. So you want Jonette here? Play Romeo? Alright. Do that for you. Alright. I'm going to come down here to your level. I'm not as young as I once was. Hi! How are you? Yes, that scars that never felt the moon, but soft. What light from yonder window breaks? It is the east. The east. But Juliet is the sun. Read it. Tonight. Call me but love, and henceforth I shall never be Romeo. That's a lot of lines for you there.
No one said I never would have thought
You stuck on something? Perjury.